Welcome back to the Good Green Home Show with Rich and Shauna. Once again, this is my favorite part of the show. I know I say that about a lot of segments as one of my favorite, but this is truly my favorite part of the show because this is where actually I get to learn how to make a mixed drink using herbs and something from the garden. And it's kind of fun to have a drink while at work, but don't do it. But really, it is fun, but don't do it. Shauna, show me how to do it. What are we making today?
We are going to make a basil martini, a Basil martini. It's delicious.
Basil.
Yes, basil is how I say it. It's how I say it. And it smells delicious already. Just having the basil plant near, it's to die for. Okay, we're going to make you do the hard work. And before I've talked about when you harvest herbs for a cocktail, only take about half of them so that the other half can grow back in.
Yep.
Right? So then you can save the plant and reuse it. Now, what I'm going to have you do is muddle. Now, remember the muddle technique I taught you the other day?
You showed me muddling a few weeks ago. Yeah.
You push it in and twist and push and twist and push and twist. Okay.
Look at that.
And while he's doing
Like
that,
riding a bike.
I'm going to chop up a lime, and I'm going to show you a cool technique. I don't have a lemon or lime reamer with me, and yet we're going to do it with the back of our knife.
I like that knife. It's kind of like colorful, you know.
It does the trick.
It looks stylish.
I think that your muscle has done the trick. So here's the next step. We're going to squeeze lime juice in it. You really need the juice of a whole lime. Now, what I'm doing is I'm flipping the knife over, and I'm using the handle. I like using, you were talking about fresh basil. I like using fresh ingredients because if you use that bottled lime, it'll work.
One day I'd like you to teach me how to make homemade guacamole.
Ooh, I have the best recipe ever.
Okay.
So we're going to do that.
Excited.
Yes,
I love
we're going to do it. Okay, so we have the lime and the coconut. We have the lime and the basil in. Now we're going to add the gin. Now, what we're using is the mason shaker. And on the side of the shaker, it has a measuring thing. See it there where it shows the ounces or cups?
Pretty clever.
We're going to use 4 ounces of the gin, so it goes right there. So can you pour in 4 ounces for me?
I'm capable.
And then we're going to get a new ingredient. The new ingredient is simple syrup. This time, there is no 2-ounce measure on here. So we're going to measure 2 of these. And then we're going to throw some ice in here. So there you have your mason shaker filled with gin, basil,
Do I get to
simple
shake?
syrup. And now
shaking?
you are going to do the shaking.
Awesome.
Over here. Do the shaking right
All right,
there.
I'm going to shake this thing up.
And I'm getting a martini glass while he's doing the shaking. Hercules, there you go. And what I want you to do is pour it 3/4 of the way full, the martini glass. So here he's pouring delicately. There you go. So none of the basil really comes out into the glass.
Even if a little did, hey.
It's okay. So there you
basil.
have it, 3/4. Now, on most martinis, you don't add club soda. You know, you usually do like a lot of club soda with a traditional cocktail. But in this case, we're going to add a little bit of club soda to the top. Give it just a little fizz.
Ooh.
And then put a little basil floating on the top. And now for the best part ever. This is not a sweet, sweet drink, even though we've added the simple syrup. So you should taste the flavor of the basil and some of that yummy gin. So give it a try. Well, there you have it. A super easy, very few ingredients, but lots of flavor basil martini.
Thanks, Shauna. I'm going to
Cheers.
make one of these tonight.